Why modern Australians have nothing in common with the Aborigines. Aboriginal Australians were the first to leave Africa. They mastered ocean navigation over 60,000 years ago. They survived in one of Earth's harshest environments. They built a civilization that lasted longer than any other in history. And some of them are still around today. Aboriginal Australians used the Milky Way to guide their travels. When they reached Australia, they faced a completely alien landscape. It was nothing like the tropical jungles they came from. Yet they didn't just survive, they thrived. The Aboriginal way of life before European contact was fascinatingly complex. Their systems connected stars, land, and spirituality. Their Dreamtime beliefs explained creation. Spirit beings made every river, hill, and animal. This knowledge was passed through generations. It traveled through stories, songs, and ceremonies. The Aboriginal relationship with the land was unique. They didn't try to reshape nature to their will. Instead, they adapted to its rhythms. They moved with the seasons. They carefully harvested only what they needed. This ensured resources would never run out. Their fire management techniques made the land more fertile. Their social structure was built on deep connections. Complex kinship systems defined everyone's place in the community. Raising children was a shared responsibility. Elders were the bridge between past and present. They passed down the ancient knowledge. The diversity among Aboriginal peoples is mind-boggling. By 1788, there were about 250 distinct languages and 600 dialects. These spread across 500 different nations. Most of these are no longer spoken. Modern Australians live vastly different lives from Aboriginal traditions. The dividing line appeared in 1788. Ships arrived in the Derwent River that year. The sound of hammering echoed through the valley. Aboriginal leaders watched from the hills. They thought these strange pale people might be ancestors returning from the dead. But they weren't ancestors. They were British settlers. The invasion had begun. Within decades, everything changed. 1 million sheep took over traditional hunting grounds. Ancient pathways were blocked. Traditional food sources disappeared. This moment marked the end of thousands of years of isolation. It interrupted unique traditions that had developed over millennia. The two cultures never merged. Instead, they grew further apart. Today, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples make up 3.3% of Australia's population. This means only about 800,000 people out of 27 million Australians are Indigenous.